This is 0.99939 or almost 100% pure silver. It has a very low mintage. We also have a bird which is extremely significant to its host nation in the bird of paradise. But is it right for you, and what will the value of something like this do over time? Find out today on the Culture of Currency. Papua New Guinea is a beautiful land and has many things you might want to know about. Luckily for you, my video, which looks like this, not only goes over the nation, but also goes over the species that we're talking about. Here are some highlights from that video so that I don't have to go over them a whole lot in this video. There are 44 known species of the bird of paradise, all of which vary in beauty and conservation status. This, of course, as we can see, is the national bird of New Guinea and not only adorns the obverse, but also the flag. We also know that the depiction on this coin is of a male, as this species is sexually dimorphic, meaning the males and females look differently. The displayed behavior is that of courtship and is used often to attract a mate. If you're not sure about this island's location, well, take a look. This is exactly where it's at. In my previous video, we talked about the culture of Papua New Guinea, as well as how the timber industry and palm industry have destroyed much of the ability for species like this to proliferate. In that video, I even have a before and after satellite photo if you're skeptical of the damage. It is really worth a watch. Having covered that material previously, I think it's best that we just dive on into this coin to see where it ranks on our 60-point scale. When we look at the obverse, we see a familiar friend. This is a more culturally depicted version of the bird of paradise resting atop a kundu drum. This drum symbolizes community and cultural heritage. If we pay close attention to the background, we also see a stylized version of a ceremonial spear which symbolizes the traditional lifestyle as well as defending against threats to cultural identity. Overall, it's a very unique set of symbols and really is enjoying and pleasing to the eye. I've always liked this design, and it scores a 9. When we move to the reverse, we find our feathered friend frolicking about in the foliage of flowered plants. The textural difference between the different kind of feathers, as well as the subtle difference in texture from bird to plant, really sets the mind to enjoy mode. I like not only the font, but that it is kind of out of the way a little bit. I will say the negative space could have been done up better. Maybe some faint outlines of foliage would have provided some depth as well as quality. I still like the design, but I think my other coin from this series outshines this coin, so I scored a 7. Mintage is our next category to grade. This is a series that traditionally has lower mintage, and this year is no exception. We are looking at a coin with a mintage of just 10,000, which is fairly low and scores a 9. As we have discovered, this coin is extremely significant to the native culture and people. If it were not for the timber problems and the demand by elites around the world for the plumage of this bird to adorn their clothing, these birds should be in good shape, but they are currently struggling. There really is not a more significant animal that I can think of, and therefore it scores a 10 for cultural significance. When I look at collectability, we have a series that is low mintage and beautiful. My previous coin in this series is selling for almost $10 more than the one we're highlighting today, which tells me there might be some strong desire for coins of this quality and theme. Though it obviously does not have the pull of some of the world standards, it does score a 7. Our last category is uniqueness. We have a coin that is beyond unique. There are bullion coins from years back that host this bird, but this is the only nation that has some significance as it made a bullion coin. But there are really only 2 nations that have made bullion coins that are significant to this bird, that being obviously Papua New Guinea and Australia, as some species can be found in the Australian area. This is the only version coming from Papua New Guinea, and it is highly unique as such, as it is a series where the artwork always changes. I score it therefore a 9, bringing us to our final thoughts and score. The beautiful and regal bird of paradise has danced across the line with a total of 51 out of 60, meaning it has made the elite level. I attribute this to a strong design of a rare and culturally significant bird while having low mintage. It is an elegant coin and one that makes any collector not only look good, but also has a great story that can be shared with loved ones. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. Please remember to stay classy and current with the culture of currency.